Hey yo, I finally got to model one of these. Stay tuned. It's gonna be good. And oh yeah, that's me. Okay, so welcome back to the channel. Thank you all for hanging out, for all of the goodness that you have shown me so far on this channel. Like the picture was showing, it's a Bradley fighting vehicle. I've been trying to find one of those vehicles, one of those model kits for a long time. Every time I find one, either it was out of stock or someone bought it off of eBay faster than I could. But yeah, I finally got one, got to put it together, and I believe, for me anyway, this was a very sentimental build because I went through all of the different stages on a Bradley. But before I get any further with that, I want to thank you for hanging out at the channel. Thanks for all the subscribers hanging out, all the new subscribers, all the people that are just showing up, all that stuff. You know how the intros, everyone's got to say all that, or that's the format you're supposed to be doing. Anyway, I appreciate y'all. If you haven't subscribed, click the like, comment, all that stuff. But yes, it's a Bradley fighting vehicle. M2A2. I had the M2A1s when they first came out. I served for 8 years, went to Desert Storm. We got back and we transitioned into the Bradley. So I was driving M113 at first. Then we transitioned once we got back from combat to the Bradleys. I just love the vehicle. It's a medium vehicle that can carry personnel in the back. So I went from driver to gunner to BC, Bradley commander, and I had 4 Bradleys under my control. It was just really cool to shoot the vehicle, right? It was a little sentimental build, like I was saying, yeah, it just brought back a lot of memories, a lot of stuff that I remembered as I was doing this build. So without further ado, let's just check out some of the little highlights and clips and stuff that I did capture. Some of it I didn't do as much as I wanted to as far as filming because I just got in the zone, but here's some stuff. And then I got some really cool shots, some video of it outside during the daytime. And you can see all the details. So yeah, let's just check out the video and then I'll be back afterwards. Okay, so here is the kit. It's Tamiya, and it's very detailed. Just some of the parts here that are on the sprues. Again, it's just highly detailed. I was very impressed. I've always been impressed with Tamiya products, but I don't think on these sections I will do as much talking. Probably just have some music in the background because the items that I was able to capture are pretty basic. I think I'll talk about a few of the weathering tips and stuff like that, but you know, hear me just gluing pieces together and just showing certain aspects of the build is some of the stuff I just wanted to show because I like all that stuff. I figure you guys may like it too, but like I said, I may not talk too much through this. If I do, it won't be too much of what I'm doing. It'll probably just be me chilling and chatting with y'all, honestly. But, you know, so now, yeah, here's a part where I am actually cutting off some of the little excess from the sprue. But again, just mainly chilling, listening to some music, and doing a really cool build. The build was fun, you know. Nothing that I don't think anyone else couldn't do. Just more the weathering is probably what I liked about this, besides the detail, obviously, but just the weathering and reminiscing on being in the military and stuff like that. So I'm not sure why I actually showed me gluing this door as much as I have, but here's kind of like what I got so far, as far as the turret and the actual hull itself. And yeah, it's coming along great. No rush, anything like that. It's not really hard or anything to do. So, but I'd like to talk a little bit real quick. All right, so we're about halfway through, and I figure I'd just talk a little bit about being infantry and on that tank. It was just really, really cool. And here is the picture, if I can zoom it in, and then it'll just do some fade to the actual picture. But yeah, it was different, right? Just being on the vehicle and going through the different positions, if you will, as a driver and then gunner and then the BC. All of the positions were really cool. I loved every one of them, but probably gunner more than anything. As a driver, you were kind of like the low man on a totem pole. So it's a 3-man crew on the Bradley. As a driver, you are the low man on a totem pole. So, I mean, you have to do all the maintenance and the checks and all that stuff, walk arounds and making sure that the tracks are on properly and running to go get lunch and staying with the vehicle if there's something that needs to be done with it. If you have to go to the motor pool, the driver has to do all that. You kind of step up as a specialist. I think they wanted you to be a specialist or higher to be a gunner. And yeah, I was a gunner for one of my lieutenants. I was a gunner for captains. I love to shoot that weapon. Now you got to clean it. It's a 25mm cannon that's on there, and then you got tow missiles and all that stuff, the different rounds, the smell. Like I said, as I was doing this video of me building it, there was just a lot of stuff that rushed in, and not really like bad things, you know. It was just more of really just memories, and probably more good ones than anything. I remember Korea a lot. We were out there on a DMZ with the Bradleys. We were just doing patrols, and just the 3-man crew. As you get with that team and you get stronger and stronger with each other, you're just out there in the field. So the guys that are in the back, they kind of go in their foxholes out in the front to kind of do a perimeter. And yeah, you have your 3-man team, and you guys just are in the turret, and you know, you got your headgear on, and you're talking amongst each other. Just all that stuff kind of just rushed back in. So again, this was a little more sentimental build for me than anything. And I was just glad I got to do it. I tried to make it look as close to the picture than, you know, adding extra mud or extra rust here and there. I just tried to capture what was still locked in my memory and in that picture. So with all that said, we're gonna finish up this video, and then yeah, we'll talk it up and wrap it up at the end. So let's keep going. here's some outside shots. I think it turned out really well. Not too heavily weathered, not too heavily rusted or anything like that. It was just enough. Like I said, I wanted to try and keep it like the picture that I had, and just what was stuck in my memory. So this was a really fun piece. Got some good outdoor shots. I think it was yesterday that I did this. And yeah, it was nice and sunny out, so I took the camera out there and, you know, just done some quick videos, some B-roll, if you will. It's sitting on a bridge that I did too, but that's for another part of the project. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was fun for me. All right, so that's it. The M2A2 Bradley fighting vehicle. Again, it was a fun build. The model itself is just a really, really detailed model. I love the little rucksacks that were on the sides and the tent that's on the front. Putting that tent up is crazy irritating, but I will say it was just fun. It was fun to drive them, to jump them over creeks and shoot, you know, targets downrange and shooting off the tow launcher. It was just a good thing. That period of my military career. So, but yeah, that was it. So thank you all for watching. I want to get a Abrams tank next because we supported those in Desert Storm. So that's going to be another sentimental one, and I'll record that one as well, but be looking for that one. I want to thank all my Patreon folks for supporting me. Got a couple new ones, so I thank you all. I appreciate the support because I guess people see that it's something too. But yeah, with that said, again, I have these videos that I'm making to where you can just play them in the background, and it's like an hour long, but it's just some lo-fi music that, you know, if you're working on your model layout or any models, if you're cleaning the house, whatever you're doing, pop that video on and just let it play. It's a really good mix. I got another volume coming out with different angles and stuff for the layout. And yeah, it's up there. Just press it, play it. Appreciate you.